Just some little somethings I thought about this morning. Have you guys ever thought about why it is that you don't get what you want? And I have pondered this so many times, and I would say probably like the last week, a light bulb moment went off for me. And it was like, I focus so much on trying to control absolutely everything, like whether it's my body or, like I'm single, like trying to figure out what kind of a relationship is right for me or what job is right for me or what's going to make me happy. And really, like, what it comes down to is, like, we lose touch on why we want to feel certain things. Like, the reason that we want certain things, whether it's losing weight or a relationship or a job or, a certain amount of money, it's because it makes us feel a certain way. Like, we need to figure out and be self-aware on what it is that we want to really feel and why are certain things that we're chasing going to make us feel this way. Like it all comes down to feeling. I want you guys to think of, like be who you wish you had growing up, seeing in the mirror when you're looking in the mirror, like the person that you're proudly and affectionately like looking back on being, like the person that's savoring the process of becoming that person, like be that person. It's super early in the morning, this is when I get most of my messages, and I just hope that this meets you wherever it needs to. Like, we get so stuck in what's next and trying to take control of everything. Like, we don't pause enough to, like, see how far we've come and appreciate that. For me, like, I cringed at, like, my first stretch mark and belly roll. I've struggled with body image, like, my entire life. I bought lotions, creams, cursed, my genetics. Oh, well, I'm just big boned, we've said it before. I hated food. It was the enemy. It was the thing that made me fat and undesirable, or that's what I thought, like that's where it starts. You lose belief that you can have what you want, that you see other people having. You don't believe in it. You don't think that you can have it. And this is why we're not getting it. Whether it's a certain partner that we want or a certain body we want, like all of these things, like we don't believe that we can have it. It all stems from that. Like we don't take time to be grateful for our flaws. Like they did everything they were supposed to. I was the girl who wore a t-shirt over a bathing suit for years. I was ashamed of my body. I was overweight. I was always in pain. I have Crohn's disease. I had gut issues. I had no idea what to eat. It made me a miserable person, and that's how I chose to react. And it was just a waterfall from there. Instead of me, like now as my 40-year-old self, like I don't beat myself up for that anymore. I look at all of those flaws, and I'm so proud of the woman that I am today because all of those misfortunes made me who I am. I've had 2 divorces, like as far as relationship stuff. I'm not ashamed of that anymore because that shows that I'm not afraid to try. I'm not going to live in fear. I'm not going to deny myself of experiences because I fear what other people are going to think of me. I'm so proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that I was overweight and, I have a disease like Crohn's disease, and I've learned how to navigate, my food and my workouts and my body and my life and, honor whatever it is that I'm feeling and what I need. Like I honor those now. I'm not ashamed to that. And I really just hope that you guys can have that freedom too. I empathize with anyone struggling, with a disease, a disorder, chronic illness, mental health, like anything, or bad relationships, like that makes you feel like a prisoner in your own body and your own life. Maybe those who feel a little lost and weird and less than and hopeless, like I'm right there with you, man. I'm just like all of you. And that's why I share these things, my random thoughts with you. And I hope they meet you wherever you need. This is called life, guys. And if you don't believe that you can have what you want, you're never going to have it. Think about how you want to feel and what you need to do to feel that way and why. It really all just comes down to why and getting to honor and know yourself and getting quiet and why do you want these things. And know that it's okay. It's okay to want to feel a certain way and want certain things. But you need to make decisions in your life to create the life and the relationships and the body that you want. It all comes down to that. And if you're not willing to do that and you're constantly living in fear, then, I'm just going to say it. You're never going to get what you want. So I hope this meets you wherever you need. Embrace this thing called life. We have the power to control how we respond to things. So take your power back, guys. Love y'all.